Hey YouTubers, Bustakendo here. I want to ask you, the viewer, a question in the hopes that I get a response. What makes a good video game remake? With the release of Resident Evil 2 Remake, a question comes to mind. What makes a good video game remake? Now, given to the fact I haven't played Resident Evil 2 Remake for myself, I've only watched very little gameplay of it. But from what I've seen, it looks good. It looks great. They blew fans' expectations out of the water. As far as graphics, voice acting, gameplay, they took everything that made the original good and expanded upon it. Which I think was a good idea in terms of actual remakes. Because not only did Resident Evil 2 prove that a good remake can be done, but it also proved that it can pay homage to the original without changing it so much that the two games are recognizable sitting right next to each other. Honestly, here's what I think a remake should be. A remake should not only pay homage to the original, but also fix any and all glitches that may have appeared in the first game. Yes, you can tune up the graphics as well if you feel so inclined. That's mostly the case in all older game remakes nowadays. If you're so concerned about money, why not just give the fans what they actually want? Have a small team of maybe 5 to 10 people scour the internet for the most voted on games that they want to see remade. Or better yet, have a poll. Make a poll of maybe a dozen games that are from the older generations, going as far back as, I'd say, like the PS1, for example. Take 12 games from back then and have them vote on which ones they'd like to see remade and what they think a good price to pay would be. Now, yes, I realize that can go wrong in a number of ways, but at least you're getting your fans' input. Because nowadays, it seems like to me they're just doing remasters and remakes just to pull on the nostalgia strings, but also to rake in as much cash as possible. They're treating their customers and consumers like walking, talking wallets. And it's not like they haven't made money off of us before, but at this it's just blatant. At this point, it's just blatant annoyance, honestly. And the fact that you can be so bold about it makes me just not want to pay for any more games. Heck, the last game I bought, like physically bought, from GameStop, mind you, sealed and new, Uncharted Lost Legacy for the PS4. And that's the last game I bought from GameStop. And until I can get through half my backlog, I won't be buying any more games. The only reason I bought this one was because it was on sale. Anyway, back on topic. If you want to make the most money possible, just open up your ears, put your ear to the wall, and hear what your fans have to say. Stop listening and pandering to the 0.1% of your entire fan base, or even people who don't play your games. Just don't. Just stop. Seriously, just cut it out. You companies out there complain about not making enough money. Boo-hoo. If you actually listen to your freaking fans, they wouldn't mind scraping money your way. They wouldn't mind buying games on release day. But this is just madness. Honestly, it's just utter madness. I refuse to buy a game that is literally just a cash cow. I refuse. And this is why I tell you guys, the gamers, the fans, the ones behind your screens listening to this right now at this very moment in time. Vote with your wallets. You have the power. Don't like what game companies are doing? Just don't buy the game. Make a statement. These companies need your money to live. Money to a company is blood pumping through the heart. If you stop the flow of money in its tracks, it's only a matter of time before these game companies either shape up or die. Anyway, 2 games that I think should get a world-class remake would be Sonic 06 and Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. Both of these games have at least a couple of things in common. One of them being they were rushed. They were so gung-ho to run towards the finish line that they tripped at the start line. Now, I admit both of these games have their charm, they have their good stuff about them, but the overwhelming, mind-numbing amount of glitches that required me to reset my console to fix is just overwhelming and hair-pulling. One of my subscribers recommended me Sonic 06, and I'm going to play it. I'll probably stream it for his satisfaction. But after I finish it, after I completely finish Sonic 06, I will never play it again. It's a one-time thing. I won't be going back. I'll just play the whole thing and not return to it. And I'll bury it. It will be deleted from existence for me. And as for Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, it could have been a great game if it had been nurtured and let go with time. They had a little more time towards the deadline, but no. Greedy company want to push it, just push to the end. And so, Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness failed before it could even start. The rocket blew up before it launched into space. And despite that, I don't think it's a horrible game, despite all the hair-pulling moments, despite the glitches. It could have been a heck of a lot better, but I see potential. This is what it truly means, to be able to point out flaws, but also help by giving critique on a video game, or anything for that matter. So let me ask you one more question before I go. What games do you want to see fully remastered or fully remade? Put them in the comment section below in the following format. Put the name of the game and the system it's for, along with the pros and cons of the game and what you'd like to see changed in the remake. Anyway, as I say this time and every time, Buster Gundo, signing off for now. Be safe out there.